Hi, my name is John Sankovich, and I'm the Vice President of Cloud Solutions at InfoReliance. Today, we'd like to walk through our Microsoft Azure Disaster Recovery Continuity of Operations, or DR-COOP test drive. As part of that, I'd like to provide you a brief overview of InfoReliance, talk a little bit about our Azure DR-COOP solution framework, and then walk you through the demo and test drive process. InfoReliance is located in the Washington, D.C. area with a national presence. We are focused on cloud solutions, software engineering, enterprise collaboration, and healthcare solutions, all centered around an extensive 13-year partnership with Microsoft. Highlights of this Microsoft partnership include Microsoft's 2013 Public Sector Services Partner of the Year, multiple times Microsoft's SharePoint Partner of the Year, Microsoft Cloud Deployment Partner and Office 365 Reseller, over $250 million in Microsoft Services contracts awarded. Some highlights about InfoReliance and our Azure capabilities include a full lifecycle of Azure services, including design, configuration, and a 24/7, 365-day-a-year cloud services support center. We have certified cloud solutions architects, business, and technical professionals. We've developed an Azure Innovation Lab, which is really a great environment for our team and customers to evaluate emerging and beta Azure technologies, and also proof of concepts and demos. Our team of security professionals are experts that can assist our customers in developing and accrediting secure and reliable solutions deployed in Azure. Finally, we have a full set of past performances where we have exceeded customer expectations and provided a real value add to their organizations in achieving their cloud missions and objectives. Some of our healthcare focus includes technology solutions in support of the new Healthcare Act and initiatives, developing mobile and gaming applications for post-traumatic stress and brain trauma patients, grants management solutions for organizations that support clinical substance abuse treatment, and healthcare provider solutions for Azure based on DR-COOP. Now, I'd like to provide a brief overview of our Azure DR-COOP solutions framework. What are the value drivers? Cost effectiveness from Azure over on-premise infrastructure, cost avoidance savings from system outages and downtime, regulatory and privacy compliance, highly available and redundant operations, reduced operations and maintenance costs, and overall improved service level agreements. What makes a good hospital customer? Current Office 365 customers, ones with enterprise agreements already in place, customers with purchased Azure credits, and hospitals with current gaps in their DR-COOP capabilities. So how does the proof of concept test drive work? We combine Azure service credits plus software assurance benefits plus the Microsoft DR-COOP technology stack, plus the InfoReliance Service Support Pledge to rapidly deploy a DR-COOP solution in Azure. What's the go-to-market plan? First step is webinars to both the technical and business development teams. Then we jointly collaborate in developing a sales pipeline and sales call next steps. This includes customer presentations, proof of concepts, and solution proposals. What's our goal? To drive Azure adoption for customers and help Microsoft teams retire Azure sales quotas. And now we would like to provide a deeper overview of the Azure DR-COOP test drive program. As part of that, Nick Sally, InfoReliance's Director for Azure Solutions, will provide an overview of the approach and how it can enhance your ability to understand and position this solution to potential customers.
When we designed our Azure Disaster Recovery Test Drive Lab environments, we started with a three-phased approach. First, the basic option is what we will be demonstrating in this video and encompasses on-premise backup and recovery using System Center Data Protection Manager and Hyper-V Recovery Manager integrated with Azure Recovery Services. Then, the core option includes hot standby or pilot light architectures, transactional replication of email, and centralized on-premise and Azure provisioning management. Finally, our mission critical option includes all core services and mission critical application replication, specifically utilizing the System Center Virtual Machine Manager private cloud fabric. Adding the app controller feature to SCVMM extends your private cloud into Azure. As a deeper dive, we're going to walk through the specific details and configuration for the core option. We start with the site-to-site VPN connection between our on-premise lab and our Windows Azure network, utilizing a Windows Server 2012 routing and remote access server. Then we connect to an iSCSI target server in Azure, backed by blob storage from our on-premise Data Protection Manager server. For full disaster recovery purposes, you can also include an Azure-hosted DPM server. Now we'll quickly walk through our environment configuration. All right, we're going to start with our simple architecture diagram. We have our on-premise environment on the left and our Azure environment on the right. Down below is our server infrastructure with Active Directory, Exchange servers, web servers, and database servers. We have a System Center Data Protection Manager backup server that is connected to Azure Blob Storage through a site-to-site VPN connection. The first bit of configuration we do is set up the Azure site-to-site VPN connection. It is important to design your network ahead of time. Considerations need to be made for subnets and especially DNS. You can see that our Azure network is connected to our on-premise network. If we were setting up a new connection, we'd need to select the Download VPN Device script link and select the correct vendor and hardware from the list. In our example, we are using built-in RAS Windows Server 2012. Let's take a quick look at our on-premise routing and remote access server. Opening RAS, you can see the demand dial connection here listed by IP with traffic history. Now that we have our network set up, we will take a look at our Azure Storage Replicator, a local iSCSI target server that collects data and replicates it to Azure Blob Storage. The replicator presents an iSCSI disk to the DPM server that you can add to its storage pool. Although this video is condensed, it does not take much more effort than that. Now we're ready for backup and restore. Let's take a look at the Protection tab. We have a SQL server that is backing up some databases, and we can see there's a little bit of history. Then we'll just hop over to the Recovery tab, select our SQL server, select our database, click Recover to copy to a network folder, and that's all there is to it. When the time comes to make a decision about deploying your application in your production environment, InfoReliance has expert personnel available to assist you in the process.